Oh, hi YouTube. Well, here we are, day -1 of our gliding contest here in the North Island. First contest of the season. This is just a friendly local contest, and we've got about 20 people competing. I've just rigged the glider, and you can see everyone else is here getting their gliders ready for our practice day, which starts tomorrow. The first step's obviously rigging the glider. We've just done that. Trailer is there. Really want to get over to the ridge sooner rather than later. What are we, 1,200 feet?
Heading north, 124.
Well, here we are, day 1 of the contest, and of course it's looking crap. We're trying to set a task. There's a chance this blob of rain that's on us right now is going to move off to the south and we'll be able to fly later, but it doesn't feel good at the moment. So we've got our start of our contest briefing this morning, so we'll do that and then we'll make a decision about flying after that. Here we are in the task setting room, and let's have a look. First thing we do in the morning is have a look at forecasts and see what the weather is like for the day. We generally use SkySight to do most of our tasking. It's quite nice, you can lay out a task and it'll show you what the thermal height's going to be for the whole day. Today we're looking at about 3,000 feet for the whole day, which is rubbish. Here's Bob. He's helping with task setting.
Difficult day today, Tim.
It sure is. It sure is. Today the main problem is we've got this blob of rain coming through, and the forecast is for it to disappear by the afternoon, but who knows. Alright, well, it's day 2. We didn't fly yesterday. We called it off pretty early because it was obviously crap. Today is also crap. You can see a lot of overdevelopment. We've got this easterly wind blowing in cold moist air again, and it's a bit rubbish, and I'm on the front of the grid. We are just debating whether or not to launch everyone into this murk. There's a few little bits of blue sky in the distance there that let a bit of sun through, but man, another tough decision to make. We've got one glider up, just one of our local pilots, so we're seeing how he goes, and then we'll make a decision if we launch the first grid at the front. What do you reckon? It's a good day. Look at everyone standing around. They have no idea what they're doing. Neither do we.
1,700 now, so.
Well, we cancelled the day. It's 2 days so far. It's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Bad weather, especially this early in the year. Some guys are going to go for a fly, but you have to get out of this local area to get away. Well, we cancelled flying yesterday again. Is today going to be the day? Let's find out. We've set a task. I'm at the front of the grid. What will it be like? This sheet of high cloud has come over, which is not good. It's going to slow things down a lot. But the further south we get, the better it will be. You can see there's a bit of blue sky in the distance there, so fingers crossed it stays there. Although I have a feeling this high cloud is pushing in to the south. So anyway, we've got everyone lined up. Everyone's gridding. I'm going to go have some lunch in a minute and then we'll see what happens. Okay, we're going to send Dave up and Victor Romeo for a sniffer. He's not in the contest. Oh, and then look at this beautiful DG808C competition self-launcher. Lovely. I always wanted one of these when I was a kid, when I was a young fella, dreaming. And then I grew up and bought a Shemperth glider. launched into a murky sky. Camera's up. I just realised I've got both sets of keys in my pocket for my car. I meant to put one on our hook. Okay, we're here pre-start, and I'm pushing towards the Kaimais here. There's a good 22 knots, or 16 knots of wind now, but I just got dumped, which implies there might be some lift here somewhere. It would not surprise me if there's a bit of wave, or at least hydraulic bouncing over the Kaimais from this. You know, it's 20 knot wind, so we'll see if we can find anything. Otherwise we'll skedaddle backwards into the thermals again. Oh, it's always fun to try the wave, see if anything's happening, but I think it's just too unstable today. Well, shit, my mucking around before the start has not paid off. I now am low, 2,000 feet. I need to get 1,000 feet to start the task, and things are deteriorating. The weather's deteriorating. I'm just desperately trying to find a decent climb to get up and start the task. Crap. Alright, we're going to mosey back to the start line, punching into wind to some extent, and we're 3,000 feet. I don't want to waste too much more time, so I've got to get going. Not the greatest start. Alright, we're off. 2.5 hour AAT, and I think we want to get as high as we can coming back here, that's for sure. Not going super fast to start with, just because I need to find a climb here. I don't want to lose too much height yet. Woo! Haven't been this low on this hill before. It's not ideal. Oh shit, that didn't work. Oh well, we'll go underneath these circling gliders here. Paddock landings around here are not great. Well, that's not working. I've got to get out of here. Let's trek out underneath these clouds, and then we're closer to the paddocks. Oh, I think we're screwed. Let's head over to these nice paddocks at least, and you never know, we might hit something on the way. There's a nice green paddock up here. Can't quite see what it is, but it's nice and big. There's irrigation running across it on an angle, so we could land on the other half of it quite easily. There's the paddock I was looking at. I think the brown one's probably, the ploughed paddock next to it's probably better. It's a little thermal here. We'll try this. This might take a while. Wow, I did a nice little engine start there. Climbed to 2,000 feet. Heading back to the airfield. Well, that's the end of that day. It was rubbish. 2 people managed to get around the task out of everyone who launched. And wow, look at it now. Grey. This sheet of cloud that came over was just a bit thicker than was forecast, and that put a dampener on the thermals. They just suddenly cut out. I've actually got solar panels on my roof of the van here, and they're a good indicator of how much solar energy is getting through. And before we launched, it was about 700 watts out of 900, and I checked it while we're in the air struggling, and it was down to 300. So that sheet of cloud obviously thickened up and just slowed the thermals dramatically. And so we all landed back or started our engines. Anyway, tomorrow is meant to be a slightly better day with less high cloud. So that's our only hope, really. That start drizzling and raining on us now. So stay tuned for tomorrow's exciting episode. We'll see if we actually go for a flight, a proper race. Imagine actually racing against other people in the sky, in the glider. It's currently raining, horrible, miserable night. So I'm cozy, tucked up in the van. Good night, and we'll catch you next time.